An exciting game against Boise State.
Jordan Burns is here to tell us all about it.
Thanks, guys. The Pack won a nail-biter 85-77 Wednesday night in a do-or-die tiebreaker for first place in the Mountain West. After the game, Coach Eric Musselman had this to say.
I mean, obviously, when you're playing for first place this late in the season and you understand, that you want to try to own tiebreakers, if we would have lost the game, I think our hopes of trying to win a regular season would be out the door.
Of the season, Marcus Marshall went 15 of 16 for free throws, a season high for him, and Jordan Caroline scored more than 20 points for the 5th time this season, putting up 21 against the Broncos. The win secures the Wolfpack's first place standings, tied with Colorado State.
Yeah, we put it all on the line. I really think we put it all on the line. I mean, I told us one time we got to sacrifice it, man. We got to sacrifice everything on the court.
I actually work on my foul shots every day, and as a team, we work on them every day at practice, and Coach makes sure we take those serious. Like, even when we shooting our free throws, it's no talking aloud and things like that, because the free throw line could be a game changer sometimes.
The Pack goes on the road to Vegas to face off against rival UNLV, a game you should be sure not to miss.
Campaign signs have lined the lawn of the KC for 6 weeks now, and the University of Nevada-Reno ASUN campaign season is finally coming to a close. This election has been especially tight regarding the presidential and vice presidential election. However, UNR is notorious for a low voter turnout.
When you have an 18,000 student campus and elections are seeing 1,500 student turnouts, there's obviously some sort of disconnect.
It's the students' responsibility to make sure the right candidates get into office.
This is a paid position. This is a job. So you really need to just take it seriously and hold yourself accountable. I guess a challenge or a problem I see in the future is just making sure that the people who are elected know what power they have and are actually backing up the things that they want to get with facts and sources, especially from the local community.
The last of the general debates were this past Tuesday night. Candidates Noah Texera and Sebastian Atienza are running a co-campaign and debated against co-campaign team Alex Krupe and Trenton Jackson.
Students on this campus have a voice, and they have used it all election season, and it would be great to see it come out on election day.
There are only a few more hours left, so get on Web Campus and cast your vote. I'm Rachel Katz, reporting for Campus News.
Thursday was a historic day for the University of Nevada. The nearly century-old Thompson Building, located in the campus's historic district, had its grand reopening after structural improvements and repurposing. Reporter Jordan Burns has the story.
Crowds of faculty and students piled into a tent Thursday afternoon for the grand reopening of the historic Thompson Building. After months of renovation and $4.7 million, this early 20th century structure is ready for the next stage in its life.
It was very important that we retain the history, and that we honor the history that we have here, and modernize the building for its new functions.
The Thompson Building is going to be the new center for liberal arts for the university, as well as the home of the gender, race, and identity programs.
An investment in liberal arts means that graduates from this university and other universities and colleges in our state makes people so much more valuable in the job market.
Provost Kevin Carmen got the crowd together to ring bells in commemoration of the grand reopening.
Great job. All right.
The ceremony concluded and the party started. The Thompson Building started its new life as a hub for intellectual discussion fueled by snacks and drinks. I'm Jordan Burns reporting for Campus News. Back to you.
Last week, University Counseling Services partnered with local law enforcement agencies to put an event called Kicking It with Canines. Police officers brought their furry partners down to the lawn outside the Fitzgerald Student Services building to hang out and show off some of their skills.
Tried to educate people that these dogs aren't something to be feared, that they can come up and pet us and talk to us, and just learning about the dogs.
This is Ronnie. He has been with the Reno SWAT department for over 6 years and works and lives with his handler. When he needs to, he can be vicious. He can be a vicious attack dog, but today he was all cuddles and love.
It's just an awareness event. It's canine appreciation. So we're appreciating all the canines that actually go out and work for us every single day. Also reducing stigma about, for us, seeking mental health services because we're counseling services, but also with PD, you know, sometimes there's some stigma around what working dogs do, that they're just attack dogs, and we want you guys to see that they're actually really friendly and they're working for you.
Welcome back. The Nevada Wolfpack football team held their annual Silver and Blue scrimmage game this weekend.
Mackey Stadium opened its doors Saturday for a free game to the public. Both teams came from the Nevada roster, with the blue team led by Alabama quarterback transfer David Cornwell, and the silver team led by last season's starter Ty Ganji. This season comes with a lot of big changes due to the coaching staff under Jay Norvell. As expected, Cornwell led his offense in the air, going 22 for 33 for 302 yards and 2 touchdowns.